Attention visitors of the left floor. This audio presentation of 3 Sheets to the Mouse may contain adult subject matter and is recommended for an audience that is mature, even if the hosts are not. I am now obligated to thank you for your attendance and encouraged to instruct you to enjoy your time on the MILF. Who wrote that? Wazowski?
It sounds sorted, but you'll be rewarded when at last I am given my dues. And injustice deliciously squared, be prepared.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 180 of 3 Sheets to the Mouse. We're the podcast that likes to focus on the adult side of Disney. From parks to movies to dining, we'll cover everything Disney has to offer, including their drinks. I'm Mikey, and tonight I'm joined by 2 people that are definitely down with ABD. Adam?
Yeah, you know me. Sorry, you weren't quick enough.
And that was Maria.
Sorry.
So make yourself a French 75 and let's enjoy the adult side of Disney together. Adam, you are a Drin...
Nope, I'm not a Drin drinker. Drin... How would you say that?
Jinker? A Drin jinker. A Drin jinker.
Drin jinker.
You jinker? That sounds
It
racist
does,
somehow.
okay.
Calling someone a jinker. You
You're a
jinker?
bloody jinker.
You drink
Yes,
gin? Have you had a French 75?
No, there's something in there that I don't think I like.
I promise I know what it is. Okay, the recipe on a French 75. You can make this at home there, Maria, because I know you love cocktails and mixed drinks and... No, you don't.
Blink?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Just
come
not
on.
super sweet ones.
Wiggle your ears if you can hear me.
Yeah.
You're going to go with an ounce of dry gin, an ounce of lemon juice, half an ounce of simple syrup. This is all normal stuff so far. You're going to go with some sparkling wine, or if you're native, champagne. But we lose Adam with a float of Ricard pastis, which is basically licorice-flavored aperitif.
Yeah, no. Out.
Yeah. So you mix your gin, lemon, and simple syrup in a shaker, fine strain it into a chilled glass, and then top it with the sparkling wine and drizzle, or don't drizzle, the licorice aperitif on top of it. And there you go. That is the French 75. Recipe says this serves 1. No shit.
Unless you make a huge batch of it.
Not with 1 ounce
Yeah,
and 1
that
ounce
won't
and a
work.
half ounce.
Well, that just
This
quadruple that
serves
recipe.
1 half a time, all right?
Yeah.
Let's just go ahead and skip the floater of the pasties and just double the gin.
I think
Call it good.
You can. I think I floated Chambord on it once and it was good, but I don't know if
Yeah, I would totally have it without the floater.
because the Chambord floater made
Yeah.
it look kind of bloody, so it's kind of.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, it's the color of the Chambord, so when you float it, it kind of oozes.
Yep. Blood does that. It oozes. Oozy blood. Hey, speaking of oozy blood, Maria, what are you drinking?
What?
It's Shark Week. Anybody else watching Discovery?
No, not.
Oh,
Did it start today?
No.
yesterday.
Monday. Usually
Oh.
week. You know how a week works, right?
Nope. It
No,
started
yesterday.
Started yesterday.
No, I haven't been watching it. I am drinking. I wasn't watching it because I was in Disney this weekend. I am drinking a Diet Cream Soda and Crown Royal. Easy.
Regular Crown Royal, or did you get one of them
Yes.
weird boutique flavors they've got now?
No, regular Crown. And
Crown
actually, the
Maple
bottle
is just basically Canadian diabetes. If you've not ever had it,
we have that as well. I've done the cream soda with the maple, and it's very good. It's a little sweet.
I was just gonna say.
But it's very good. No, this is just regular Crown, and I think that the bottle that we have is from like 1742. Pretty sure it's that old. It's super. It's the.
Is this one of those accident? I just want to know. Is this one of those accidental drinks that you just made, where it's like you just poured a real expensive liquor?
No, it's literally just regular Crown, but the bottle is very old. I don't know where the hell it came from. I think it came from Todd's dad's house. We were there one time, and his dad was like, "I don't ever drink this. Will you take this?" And the bottle had been opened already. We're like, "Sure." So, I think we inherited that.
I believe there's a song about dust on the bottle.
Yes.
Our bottles don't last long enough to get dust on them.
Well, that
I was
one
just
does,
gonna
apparently.
say.
Yeah, maybe that one. Well, that's just from his dad. We've been polishing it off right quick.
I mean, how long has it been in the house?
For a minute,
Maybe a couple months.
because you had it when
Yeah,
we
you're
were
not
up.
polishing off very well.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's been here for a while, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
You sit on a throne of lies. Adam, you got a beer. What do you got? Oh, she's even drinking out of a Run Disney cup. There's irony.
There's
Yeah. I don't run.
Yeah, I was
I
just
just
gonna say.
collect the cups.
Well,
I just like the memorabilia.
Tom.
My glitter cup.
My glitter cup.
It's tall. Holds a lot of booze.
Yep.
Well, while Maria was away, we were up by her house, visiting with some
Yeah,
other
you were.
cheaters. And I actually ended up going to Trogs, and I got their chocolate stout, which is one of my favorites.
It is. I mean, I know it because you said it. Not that, it's...
Unfortunately, I don't have any Mad Elf to mix it with.
It's so good.
It is really. It tastes like a chocolate covered cherry.
Oh, it's so good.
It's very alcoholic.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the best chocolate-covered cherries
but
are.
like the stout itself has a pretty high alcohol content. Well, not really, but the Mad Elf is like 11 or 12%, depending.
Did you try their collaboration?
No,
brew
you said
while
not.
you were there?
They didn't have any on tap.
Oh, really? They were out.
They were out of
Okay.
it on tap, and I wasn't buying a case of it because you said you could drink one of them.
No, yeah. I liked it, but Todd had a full pint of it and said that was too much. I just had a few sips of his, and it was good. But
I like the other one.
he said a full pint couldn't. The Lucky Holler.
Yes, I like that one.
Yeah, that was good too. I like that. That's what I had the other day. Mikey, what are you drinking?
Well, see, down here in the South, we don't have a Trogs, so I can't join you in your banter.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
We'll send you some.
Probably is. Oh, that'd be good. That way I can think about things I can't have.
Well, you can have it if we
last week I-
send it to
sample
you.
cases, like little sample cups.
That
Yeah,
would be
there you go.
great. Yeah, just
So they'll be
send
nice
me
and
your
flat.
backwash. Just put your backwash in a little
I can
vial.
do that
We'll
for you.
call it good.
You drink the
I bet
Orgeat on
you can.
purpose. So.
No, I didn't. It was
More,
Malort.
even more. Yeah. You drank the Morlart on purpose multiple times.
Yes.
By
Yes.
itself.
Yes. I had multiple Orgeats. I've got an Old Grove Gin and Tonic by Cutwater. It's the pre-mixed gin and tonic in
How
a
is it?
can. I mean, I've never had any other gin and tonic, so it's the best I've ever had.
You've never
I
had a
think-
gin and tonic?
I've only recently began consuming gin. Like, recently, we're talking weeks. And this was one of the things that C-Madge had brought up when we vacationed in the Ozarks. I'm assuming for Jennifer Goodman, and I may or may not have said, these are great, and just hid the rest.
And brought them home with you.
Perhaps.
That's funny.
So it ain't bad because I don't know any better.
I don't typically go for the mixed drinks. The pre-mixed mixed drinks.
I will say historically, when I was up there, because he made a whole bunch of them little vacuum-sealed slick shots.
Yes, I saw.
Oh, yeah.
A whole bunch. I would open one of these, take 3 drinks, and then float 3 ounces of Hendrix on top of it.
They usually need more.
Then swirl it a little. Well, I mean, it didn't need 3 ounces, Adam. I'm going to tell you right now.
That's not that. Your average gin and tonic is pretty strong. It's usually.
Well,
have you seen the way Jen makes them?
But no. Because by then, I'm not seeing straight anyway.
Oh, no, you gotta watch Jen make a gin and tonic if you really want to show. It's like all gin, and then literally a splash of tonic.
Oh, yeah, no. That's what I'm having. Don't know where it's from or much else about it, except it was pre-mixed and it was in my fridge out here in the garage. So it's kind of cold. We took too long to talk, so it's only kind of cold. It was cold when I pulled it out.
All of my ice.
That's what she said.
When you pull it out?
Yeah, that goes back to a previous
First of all,
conversation we were having.
If it is cold when you pull it out, there is something wrong. And you should go directly to the hospital.
Then you're a chopper pilot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're drinking. What are you drinking, folks? Listening there at home or on the road? Hopefully it's like a soda, because you ought not drink anything else on the road. But let us know on our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/3sheets. Toast to us. We haven't got a good solid toasting in a while. We haven't been toasted in some time. Have we? Maria, when's the last time you were toasted in 3 sheets? Yep.
Like, what do you mean?
There's so many words.
She's a school teacher, ladies and gentlemen.
Shut up. I might be teacher.
I don't
who knows if we go back?
Who
knows?
Hours.
I might just stay at home. And
everybody,
teach
this
my
is
own
Maria's
kids.
3rd time as a host, so let's toast her as the host toast posties.
I want to host toast post.
Just give her a host toast post. You're a host toast poster.
That's right.
What?
And
I'll
then
start
we'll print them all off. We'll print them all off on a sheet of paper, and she'll have a host toast poster.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That is fantastic.
And then we'll take that poster and put it on a coaster.
Stop.
So it's a host toast poster coaster.
Stop. Enough.
Okay, so obviously we've only got 3 hosts again this week. Tig? Nope.
Wow.
Tig. Wasn't he one of the dwarves as well?
He was
Tiggy.
Tiki Tembo.
Yes. Tim tagged me in after his duties back on Bloody Feet, Queefs, and Cheating Greeks last week.
That is the best title
yes,
ever.
It is.
So I guess it's my turn again to take the reins until I go on another holiday. So let's get to traveling. Historically on 3 Sheets, we've talked cruises quite a bit, and the domestic parks, and even DVC rentals. Hell, we've even had a guy on here who's been to all but one Disney park internationally, but we've never really sat down and done much in-depth discussing on the Adventures by Disney a whole lot, other than just kind of in passing and mentioning it on a show here or there. So if you don't know what Adventures by Disney is, it's for people who want the Disney bubble, but they don't want to do the whole theme park thing. It's luxury level tours to exotic and sometimes not so exotic destinations, and they're usually, you got guests, they get guided by a pair of adventurer guides. Normally, if you're on a international trip, you're going to get a Disney cast member and someone from that country to kind of help you through, and you get the Disney cast member experience. If you stump your toe, they're going to throw pixie dust at it.
That sounds
And,
painful.
well, no, it could be. You got to rub the dust in, though, to cauterize the wound. Now, cast member is going to handle most every detail of your trip, and when you get to your destination, that's when both of these guys are going to end up taking over. They're going to work hand in hand to make sure your experience is just the best. You can't even get better than what they're doing. Now, that doesn't mean that everything is going to be covered in pixie dust, with the exception of, your hangnail that you got on your big toe when you stumped it. Now, so you don't get this dulled down, overly sanitized Disney level trip when you take one of these. You actually get a chance to see some new stuff, and since you are with Disney, that name helps open up some doors that you may not otherwise be able to go and experience. Also, I would say, because the size of these groups are kind of kept in check, a lot of the stuff you do feels like a private trip or excursion. There's not a lot of lines for anything. Of course, if you're traveling abroad, they have queues. But Disney makes arrangements to provide access to all kinds of venues exclusively or ahead of the general public, and they work their tours out accordingly. Adventures by Disney started operating in 2005, and it featured a whole 2 destinations in the U.S., Wyoming and Hawaii.
Wyoming, we know somebody from there.
We do know. That's the guy who's been to almost all of the parks. Both of these adventures were invitation-only trips, and they did this to kind of give the company an idea to see if, hey, would this work as a business venture? Apparently it did, because 10 years later in 2015, they had expanded its destinations to span 6 continents, because they're still working on Antarctica. And
they're going to be working on that for a while, I think.
Yeah. We got a show on it, though, Disney. If you're looking for ideas, hit us up. Also, that year they introduced a couple of long weekend itineraries in New York City, Nashville, San Francisco, and, again, Wyoming. This grew in 2006 to a total of 7 destinations. The next year, it went to 12 destinations, and the next year they were up to 17 destinations. By 2009, they had added 22 destinations in there, and here it is, 2020. They got a shitload. They got a lot going on, because some of these destinations have multiple destinations in the destination at this point.
Yeah.
It's Destinception Nation.
Oh, Jesus.
At this point. Now, okay, April of 2015, fast forward, Walt Disney Parks and Resorts announced that Adventures by Disney will have a new river cruise taking place in Europe with partnership with Emma Waterways, and they'll host the river cruises while Adventure by Disney will do the guide and storytelling with the groups they have. Those cruises include trips on the Danube River, the Rhine River, the Rhone, and the Seine rivers. And with the acquisition of 21st Century Fox in 2019, National Geographic Partners travel and tour operations were transferred to Adventures by Disney, and with that, we had new itineraries as a result of that acquisition. So, in addition to just standalone adventures that you can do, just go to a specific country like Peru or something like that. You can also add on to your existing Disney experience and cruise with an Adventures by Disney enhancement, they call it, for your cruises. And I'll even do you a better. You can get on one of these Adventures by Disney's and enhance the adventure with a cruise. So that's a thing that you can do.
Or you can enhance your adventure with a trip to the park.
Yes, you can also do a pre or post adventure trip to a park. So they are marketing a lot around their Adventures by Disney thing, and it is a click hole. If you go and try to scope this thing out, you will be reading for days to find the perfect trip. Thankfully, we all spent about 2 hours today to find our perfect trip.
Well, some of us have decided on what our perfect trip would be.
Some of us are still flipping quarters.
Some of us keep on clicking on more links.
Stop it!
Yep. Now,
Stop
speaking of
clicking.
Speaking of the worldwide, all-encompassing Adventures by Disney locations, here's some of the areas they go to. They break it down to North America, which is going to give you Alaska, Arizona, and Utah, Boston, Canada, Montana, New York City, California. That was on purpose. You got D.C. and Philly and Wyoming.
Ich bin ein Wyominger.
Wyoming guy.
Do you remember that TV show? I don't know if I'm showing, try not to.
I love that show.
I'm trying not to insult you by calling you both old, but maybe this was after your time. Anyway, there was a show on Nickelodeon that was called Hey Dude. Does anybody remember that?
Yeah, it had Ronnie and it had her
Paul.
name was Montana, wasn't it? And Harmony.
Yes, I think it was. But anytime
and Harmony is married to Ben Stiller. Suck it.
Oh yeah, she was on that show. I forgot that. But every time I see the Wyoming or I think of the Wyoming trip, I for whatever reason I'm always like, hey dude. Always remember that. I don't know.
I was wrong. I meant Danny was not Ronnie. Ronnie was Salute Your Shorts.
Oh, I love that show too.
Which is like the Pacific Northwest version of Hey Dude.
We didn't have cable.
Oh, well, my dad worked in an apartment complex, so he had descramblers.
Well, the actual building that we were in didn't get cable.
Mikey didn't have cable either.
Right, no, we didn't have cable.
But they had cable.
No, we had like some stupid package where you could get like maybe 15 channels. I don't know what the deal was where I grew up, but it is what it is.
I had just enough cable where I could turn it on Skinamax late at night and squint my eyes and go cross-eyed and almost see a nipple.
That's good stuff.
Explains why he went blind.
Probably.
It does. Too much squinting out of my left eye.
Right there, T-Boz.
Call me Lopez. It was left eye Lopez. I'm not T-Boz. Damn it, Chili.
Simmer down now.
So after you go to North America, why don't you go ahead and book your next bucket of cruises, or not cruises, adventures. I don't know. They lump it, they call it Asia, Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. And that's going to give you what I just said. You got Australia, China, Japan, New Zealand, South Africa, Southeast Asia, and Egypt. Then you get your Central and South America, which will give you Costa Rica, Ecuador, Galapagos Islands, and Peru. And then they got a section called Europe, which it's basically all of Europe. It's all of it. It's all of it. Mm-hmm. You can get to any of the countries at some point. It's all of Europe.
They have a lot of new ones in that category.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Oh God, they do. So, with that said, I want to know, Adam, you've had plenty of time to think this through now.
You've had time to narrow it down from 10 to at least 5.
Okay,
Well, no, he narrowed it down to 2, and then it went back up to 3.
We're up to 4 again.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Jesus.
All right, then. Well, here, how about Maria and I pick a number from 1 to... Wait, that's not how things work.
Why would we both pick a number?
I don't know. The best thing is, I was going to say from 1 to 5.
Well, that definitely wouldn't work because he only has 4 choices.
Then I would have lost.
It's getting worse.
If we pick number 5, he's got to go look for another one.
He's got to dig some more, and then he's last. All right, Adam. Let's.
Do you have him in a list?
No.
No?
Oh. Okay.
Jesus.
Well, the problem was I was copying and pasting them, and then the list kept on getting bigger, so instead of like moving them to the bottom of the page, I just placed it right in the middle.
Right, use number 3.
Okay.
What's your third tab open?
In no particular order.
Right.
We're going to Japan.
Nice.
Well, this is a trip I will probably never take, just for the simple reason of the price tag.
Which is
$9,999.
Now, are those like yen dollars?
US
a
dollars.
person?
Oh.
A person.
A person. Starting from
Oh. God.
I don't know if I can pull up the full rates and dates. I don't think it's gonna let. Oh.
Well, we found the one he really wants to do.
You can't even get on that one right now. The cheapest one I actually see on the website right now.
Oh, I see their price. Oh my God.
Well, we have that 9,000. There's only one at that price. Everything else ranges from like $11,000 to $12,000. There's one that's $13,000 a person. So yeah, it's pretty safe to say, unless something miraculous happens, I'm never gonna get a chance to do this. But I mean, it's 10 days.
Looking at that price just made me ill.
Well, I mean, you get a lot for it, though. Especially...
Well, you better fucking get, like, a Ferrari if I'm dropping 13...
Wait a second.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Do you have any idea how much a Ferrari costs, Maria?
Nope, let me back up.
You would struggle to get, like, a medium trim level Kia sold for that price.
I better get a Ford Flex for that price. I could either, honey, we could either go to Japan or buy a car. What would you rather do?
We get you 2 skateboards and a leaf blower.
Yes.
And we go to Japan.
Oh my God.
But, I mean, you get 10 days in Japan. All of your hotel stays are taken care of. You actually hit, 4 different locations. So you're at Kyoto, Hiroshima, Takayama, and Tokyo. You're staying at really top-level hotels. So, I mean, a lot of this is... You're paying for, like, high-level shit here. You get 19 meals, which, only for 10 days, that doesn't sound like enough food.
Right?
But you get to do cool things, like, you get, like, dinner show, drumming, like, anything you wanted to see in Japan, you get here. And it would be just the easiest way for me to go to Japan with not being afraid that I'm going to make a total ass and fool out of myself. And I don't have to speak the language, which will help.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah, exactly.
Domo arigato.
No.
Mr. Roboto.
The only Japanese I know is from a Sesame Street movie that came out when I was young, and it was I don't even know what it means.
Was it the one where Elmo sits on a little potty and learns how to pee-pee?
I don't think so. No.
But Mikey,
I remember Big Bird learned how to say "Ohio Hi," and I don't know what it means. But I remember that. I remember it.
But you get sumo experience, Mikey.
What? Why me? Why me?
Didn't you want the sumo experience with like fire?
I don't think it was sumo involved, but I wanted fire.
I thought it was sumo. I thought you had sumo wrestlers in your stuff.
No, I think no. It was no. I mean, no. It was episode 1.
Yeah.
Go listen to it. Lapu Lapu Fire in the French.
There's a whole bunch of stuff I can't pronounce. It's Japanese, so. But I've been dying to go to Japan for a really, really long time. And then, of course, I'd have the add-on, because, what's a little bit of extra money? And might as well do Tokyo Disney while I'm there. I don't even want to know how much that add-on would cost. I'm not looking.
I mean, you may as well go. I mean, you're going to get Disney Sea.
No, not in the... Actually, believe it or not, the Adventures by Disney does not... The 10-day trip does not go to Disney. You just strictly do Japan. What?
I thought you said you were adding it on.
Oh, I can. It's only like what? Another $4,000 or $5,000 a person.
I mean, you've already spent $20.
What's another 10?
4.
I can get a half of a Lamborghini now.
You could actually get a home down here for that price. And then you could rent it out because meth.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
This is actually the one that I had the least amount of information on because I can't pronounce a lot of it.
Good choice, Maria. I mean, he's okay. You know what, Adam? You get a mulligan. give me one with more details, because this is just, I mean, what have you got that's, you know...
Well, I mean, there's also the Europe...
What was your number one?
Well,
I'm assuming that would be the first one you picked.
Wait, I have to go back to my list.
Click them tabs.
I am. I'm trying to go
Swipe.
as fast as I can. The ultimate one would be the... This is another cheap one. Real cheap.
Good.
Yeah, super cheap.
Well, let's be honest, they're all pretty cheap.
Oh, yeah.
so.
This is pocket change, though. I mean, compared to my first one, and this is a new one. So this is called Grand Europe.
Haha, look at that.
And this is England, France, and Italy. All in one trip. It's another 10-day trip. It's a little bit cheaper. Why are you laughing like that, Maria?
Define a little bit.
$700.
Cheaper.
Yes. $9,299 starting out.
Oh.
But
So what does this entail? Because obviously you're hitting up 3 different countries.
You actually start out in the London for 2 days, and then from London you actually are in Versailles and Paris for days 3 to 5. But you see, this one includes a flight, because you actually fly from France to Italy. You don't drive there. So, and that, you're in Florence for days 6 and 7, and you're in Rome for days 8 through 10. And this just looks so cool. Why do you laugh at me like that?
No, because you're in so much just emotional pain right now.
Well, I mean, some of the stuff you get just to do in London is Westminster Abbey, Buckingham Palace photo stops. You get to do high tea, a speedboat ride on the Thames, and the Royal Crown Jewels private viewing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I mean, you got to think that when you walk up and you see that, you've got to have fucking Mission Impossible playing in the back of your head the whole time, thinking, "Can I get out of here with this?
100%.
Can I do it?
100%.
Can I get a Mini Cooper and pull this off?" I know that was in Italy, but
It's okay. You go to Italy next.
You have to, because they don't have extradition. I don't know. They might. I have no idea about European
I was going to
law.
say, wait a minute.
Marie was like, "I'm impressed, Mikey."
It's like, wow, you know a lot of shit.
No, I just said extradition, and it makes you sound like you know a lot of shit.
Yep.
So after that, the next day you have a wine. There's some stuff that I can't pronounce, but then again, you have a wine tasting and a cheese charcuterie at.
I'm in. You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Why are you here, sir? I heard there was cheese.
Yes,
I heard you had
this is
cheese.
also-
I heard there'd be cheese. I heard there'd be done cheese on this trip, and I want to eat some cheeses. I want that Italian cheese, and I want some French cheese.
It is Italian cheese. Italian.
Italian.
I'm sorry, Adam. She did it, not me.
It's all good. So you get to ride the Eurostar, though, from London to Paris, which is kind of cool, too.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Yes.
Is that... Okay, I'm going to sound really fucking stupid here.
Yes.
Now?
Is that the one that goes underneath... That's the one that goes underneath the channel, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I didn't sound stupid
No.
like I thought I was going to.
No, that's not
No,
bad at all.
I'd never even heard of it, so it ain't you, it's me.
Once you arrive in France, the thing that I would be really cool, I really want to go to the Louvre. However you say it, there's a V involved,
Louvre.
and I say it wrong anyway. And you get a private tour of the Louvre Museum.
The Louvre.
Bullshit you do.
Yeah, that's what
The
it
Louvre.
says. Yeah, that, whatever.
Oh, see, there. Damn
Like
it.
a bathroom.
Private tour
Yeah.
of all of that amazing artwork.
Yeah.
And you're like, Tom Hanks stood here.
Yeah, don't give a fuck. Not even one.
You could be solving your own Da Vinci Code. Like
Is
an
that
escape
before
room.
or after he was at the island?
Yes.
Before.
Uh-huh.
During.
It's probably...
You'll have-
You get a tour of Versailles. which is kind of cool as well. I mean, there's stuff here that I would never be able to afford. I'd actually have to probably learn how to ride a bike because there's a bike ride through the gardens of Versailles.
That's right. You don't know
I
how
do
to
not.
ride.
Don't know how to ride a bike?
No.
Maria, do you even show?
I must have missed that part.
Yeah.
When we went to Bermuda, we rented Twizzies because
I don't know how to ride a bike.
he would have had to get on his own scooter.
Right.
Or he would have had to ride behind Tim on a teeny tiny scooter.
Which wouldn't
That
have happened.
would be
Which-
hysterical.
Hey, listen, it was almost as much fun watching Tim get in and out of a teeny tiny Twizzy.
Yes, true story. But I think the best part of this is that the dinner at the Eiffel Tower. So you actually eat
In the restaurant up top?
the first floor. There's no real restaurant.
Oh, there's 2 restaurants?
Shit out of me, I've never been.
I only knew about the one up at the top.
Is there a restaurant up there?
It just says the
Sure.
first level of the Eiffel Tower, so maybe it is.
Oh.
It's probably in the middle.
Oh, maybe. Okay. Maybe. I don't know.
That's cool.
Yes. And then
Where do you go after France?
you fly to Florence. Lunch in a castle.
Ooh. Oh, is that all?
Yeah, no, nothing big.
Peasants.
A privately guided tour through Florence. From France to Italy. So you get a private tour through Florence, which is pretty cool. And this is, you get to make pasta. And we have, again, wine tasting in Italy. Yes, please
I would
sign me
hope
up.
so. Right?
Yep, I'm there.
No, we're not.
And then there's some more words in Palazzo Vecchio? In Tuscany?
It's probably Vecchio, but
I don't know. I speak...
it's got 2 C's in it.
Yes, and an H.
That's probably a ch.
Sure.
Oh shit, there are 5 places to eat at the Eiffel Tower.
Yes. Really?
5.
5?
5.
What's 5 in French?
5.
I can only count to 3, so.
God.
That's
Un,
because-
deux, trois. That's all the French I got.
So from there we go to Orvieto? Orvieto? O-R-V-I-E-T-O? I don't know how to say this one. I don't even know where this
No,
is.
Orvieto.
That-
Is it in France? Is it in Italy?
Yes.
That's be like an Orvieto.
Where's an A?
T-E-O is Teo in Italian. That's how they pronounce that. Orvieto.
It's E-T-O.
Yep.
Orvetto?
Sure.
Sounds like a medicine I give my dog.
Pretty much. And then you're only
For
eating there.
heartworms,
Do you want to
Orvieto.
go to the Orvetto? Or
Yeah, see,
do
but
we go-
this is kind of cool. So you're only there for like a lunch, and then you drive on to Rome. You get a private after-hour tours at the Vatican Museums and the Sistine Chapel.
I can get that on Spaceship Earth.
So also in Rome, you're going to get a VIP tour of the Colosseum, which is something that I've always been fascinated by. A privately guided walking tour of Rome. A guided tour of St. Peter's Basilica with a jump the line pass, so that's like a fast pass, I would assume.
Oh, shit.
And then you go home.
So when do you thank the Phoenicians?
The whole trip.
The whole trip.
Because
Adam's just walking around to all the Italians.
Phoenicians.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Phoenicians. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is it France? Merci beaucoup.
Phoenicians.
Merci
beaucoup. Phoenicians.
Phoenicians.
Merci beaucoup, Phoenicians. Grazie, Phoenicians.
Nazi Phoenician. And in London, he's like, thanks.
No, cheers,
Phoenicians.
Phoenicians.
Yeah, cheers, Phoenicians. Tally ho, Phoenician.
No, that's if you're in Wyoming.
Cheerio,
Phoenicians.
Phoenicians.
Good day to you, Butler. Phoenicians.
That's him talking to the guy who dusted. Who dusted?
Who does
No,
this?
that's not. That's
Wow, you haven't been
obviously
talking,
I haven't.
Curtis.
Yeah, well, I don't have a Phoenician here in Arkansas. That's him thanking the guy who dusts the family jewels.
The Phoenicians.
The Phoenician butler.
He pounds the paper.
He's from Finnish.
So he's dusting the family jewels and he's pounding the paper, huh?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah,
Now you got it. Yeah. But there.
That's a good butler.
He buttles well. So where else are we?
That's it.
Save me. Where else are we going on this trip? Or are we done? Are we back? Are we heading home now to
That's it.
just
You're
fucking
home.
squalor?
You're home to squalor. You go home and says, I live here.
I have seen the jewels
The crown jewels of the England.
The jewels of the England. I saw that bracelet and them ear bobs. It's a good trip. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's only going to cost us everything.
Tell me, well, this is like I didn't even do the price range on it because I'm kind of scared. Because I'm sure there are they get the same weather that we get here. So I'm sure their trips in winter are a lot cheaper than they are like during the summer.
Pretty sure in London it's just always gray.
No. Oh, it's very.
Now this is by comparison,
Everything,
Adam.
no, everything
before
is
you
just
say
wait list because everything is in. They're looking at 2021. There's nothing in 2020 to even price. It's September, October, and it's their cold season. But it's the adult exclusive package. So there are two different kind of variations you have one that does have kids, and then certain, I guess, excursions or certain trips will just be adults only. So you won't actually have children on these adult by Disney adventures. So the adult
I think
exclusive.
taking a child on a trip like that would have to be a certain kind of child.
What? You didn't take your boys?
No, fuck no. I would leave them the hell home. Are you kidding me? I don't even take them to the parks with me. You think I'm taking them on adventures by Disney? Who the fuck are you thinking?
I just remember the last sheet up where you brought the boys. It's like, never again.
No. Nope.
Hey, my turn.
Your turn.
That way Maria can go last. Hopefully I stole hers. I'm sure I didn't.
Nope, I know
No.
which one Maria wants to do.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have any idea what I'm doing.
I know it's not this.
Yeah, I'm almost positive. You're doing Wyoming.
I'm not doing Wyoming, all right? Now, when I got on this Adventures by Disney website, started looking at all the different stuff they had, it's like Adam, it's very
overwhelming.
difficult to choose. It is overwhelming because the way they present everything, even a trip to Wyoming, you're thinking, oh my God, yeah, because you can go up there, like even to...
Wait,
you can go up there
you didn't
and
watch
you
the
can
videos?
No, I did this right before we started
Oh,
recording.
okay. The videos make it that much worse.
You can go to these places and you can see like fucking Old Faithful in winter, you know, up at Yellowstone, and they have like a winter retreat, a winter wonderland retreat in Yellowstone where you just get to basically just run around and there's sled rides and and you learn how to run a sled dog team. But that's not where I'm going.
Just going to Wyoming.
I'm not. I got it narrowed down to 3, and I think there's two different places.
Wait. Stop. Y'all made fun of me.
That's
because
because you had 10.
And then you just told me, you just said out loud that you think you have it narrowed down to 3.
Right, but I'm only going to talk about one of
But you
them.
made fun of me for having a list.
You had 10.
You narrowed it down to 3. So that means there were more on your original list.
He got
Yeah, it
a
was
shorter
the
list than you
entire
did.
Page of all of it was on
You
my
kept
list.
adding to your list.
Yeah, that was my problem. I don't know how to stop. Well, I mean, I'll discuss it after we're done, like the real reason why I had an issue.
Now here's my thoughts on this. There's 2 different camps you land on this. There's like when you look at all this, you think, okay, here's something I think I want to do, and it would be fun, and it would be a good, enjoyable time. And the other camp is, oh, this is very expensive. It must be amazing and fantastic. But you may not have a good time on that. But let's go. Okay, they're all expensive.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, not one of these is cheap.
No.
And part of that second camp is let's doing the, this is something you'll never get to do. And like 90% of this list is shit I'll never get to do ever without selling a child a kidney.
Well, you have two.
And a child's kidney. He's got two. He's got
Which
two.
Which child would you sell?
The oldest.
Oh, okay.
Because technically he's an adult, which I think then it's not.
Well,
it's not abuse.
He can drive.
It's
right?
just
Can he drive yet?
battery.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky is 20. Yes, Adam, he can
Okay,
drive.
that's all that matters.
Okay.
Because
Okay. He DD'd at 15. I'm just
All
saying.
right, fair enough.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Allegedly.
Oh no, he did.
Oh, fuck.
There's no alleged
I was
about
trying
it.
to give you an out.
No.
So I when I say that I had 3 on here that I had looked at, what I ended up going with was one that I think it's something that I know I want to do and have a good time, and I would feel comfortable and relaxed doing it. Even if it is kind of something similar that I can maybe do here locally-ish, but not really. Anyway, Adam, blow your mind. I'm going to Europe.
Yeah, because you could do Europe locally in Arkansas.
I'm going to take the Danube River cruise in September. What?
Oh. You are so lucky.
Oh my gosh.
My heart literally dropped into my stomach there for a second. So I was like, fuck, he's gonna take mine. Nope, you didn't. You're good.
I'm
you
doing
said
the
September.
Oktoberfest edition.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine. You go ahead and do that.
I am.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not. Neither are you. Let's be honest.
Oh, okay.
So I was looking through all of these, and you pull it up and like the blurb, it says drink your way across 4 sensational European countries on the adult exclusive Adventures by Disney Danube River Cruise Oktoberfest. They had me at drink your way across 4 sensational countries. And basically the countries you're going to visit: Germany, Austria, Slovakia, and Hungary. And this is basically the same as it's their regular 8-day Danube cruise. It's got 20 meals included in it, and your accommodations, Maria, if you didn't know, are going to be on the Emma Waterways Amelie ship. Are you familiar with that ship?
Yep.
Are you familiar with the itinerary?
Nope.
No, it's a
Oh, well, let me
no,
tell you
it's
what.
a totally different itinerary.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see how quick I can get through this. Day
Well,
one,
some of it is different.
there's going to be some overlap because I think the quote unquote ports of call are probably the same or very
Yeah,
similar.
well,
Well, wait, how
That's
much
okay.
how much does it cost?
Oh, are we going to go there first?
You went with mine first
Okay. Mine starts at $52.39.
per person, right?
Well, yeah.
Well, I'm just asking because a lot of times cruises are a little bit different because cruises you pay per cabin. That's the only reason why I was
Oh,
asking.
well, I mean, I feel pretty confident that this is per person. Probably. I didn't get that far. I don't think Stephanie wants to go to Europe
No?
Really?
to drink beer.
Not at all?
Well, I don't know. We don't talk about that. We talk about where do you want to go eat tonight, and that is like our excursion. That's our adventure
You never
by
turned
Disney
around and said
is
Europe?
Do you know what I feel like tonight? I feel like French food.
Yeah, let's go to Europe.
You know what's really good for French food?
Europe.
France. You know who I hear has really good French food?
You know, I feel like a little Italian. Let's go to Italy tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, we can go out the road to Roma's. So day one, you're going to go to Budapest, which is cool because of Avengers. Maybe we can figure out what happened between Hawkeye and Black Widow. Day 1, you just go to Budapest for dinner, and then you walk around the city and go on the boat. Day 2, you haven't left. You're still in Budapest. But you have options to you on day 2. You can A, visit the market, the equestrian park, and see Hungarian cowboys. Also take a carriage ride and compete in a goulash making contest against your other adventures by Disney adventurers.
Riding along with adventures.
And get a panoramic tour of Budapest, or B, you can take the walking food tour throughout town.
Yes. And
get to sample some flavors from the town. I'm thinking I'm a B guy, even though the goulash sounds interesting, because when you go to that, you also get to eat goulash
that you made.
Hope it's not what I made. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's part of it. You sample everybody's goulashes. Then you're back to the boat for dinner. And that is day 2. Day 3, you have changed ports. I guess the port. I don't know. You're in Bratislava, Slovakia.
Who's a what's it? The what's it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is where Ultron dropped his shit.
Okay. Makes sense.
You get to go on a guided tour through the town. You get to have lunch at the Schlosshof. I don't know. It's a basically.
That's where Hasselhoff comes from.
It's yes. Don't hassle the Hoff. It's a Baroque palace.
If it ain't Baroque, don't fix it.
It ain't. That's right. You eat lunch at a lovely restaurant nestled amidst. I copied and pasted because I would never use the word amidst. Amidst the pastoral manor farm.
Amidst is the problem you had with that.
That's right. Yes.
Pastoral is just normal conversation,
right? I would say that. And manner. And you'll get to go back to the palace and get a small tour of it, and enjoy a little dinner back on the ship, and karaoke that night. Is karaoke on the ship? The Amelie. So, Maria.
Yeah.
Better polish your pipes, if you know what I mean.
My pipes are polished, sir.
I know, I heard. I edited the last show.
Yeah.
There's no blockage. Day 4, you're going to go to Vienna, Austria, and you get a morning tour of the city. You get to walk through the historic Schönbrunn Palace, watch a private marionette show. Yeah, boy.
Whoa.
And you but
that's creepy.
After the marionettes, you get to go to the palace kitchen, and you get to get a class on making an apple strudel from the palace chef.
Oh, I bet it'll be better than the one that you got for free at Food and Wine.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, the strudel on the boat was pretty good. Afternoon activity, you have options, a lot like the first day or second day. You get to A. You can ride a bike to Oh, God, that's a lot of consonants.
This is why I automatically knocked
You
one
can
off
ride
my
a bike
list.
to Kloster Newburgh Abbey and view its historical artworks. Or B, you're on your own in town for a few hours doing your own shit.
I know Adam would take the bike ride.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Put some trainers on there, he'll be gone.
Yep.
Yep.
Tricycle all the way.
Right? Can I just get a Surrey bike? Sir, you're by yourself. I know.
I'm fine with that. Are you fine with that? I'm fine with that.
I'm doing a lot of shopping. I need the room.
Exactly.
Now, B, you're on your own. Now, your evening activities on day 4, you get to either visit a traditional wine house in a festive fairy tale atmosphere at a local family-run wine tavern. You get finger foods, cheeses.
I know where you're going.
You think you do. And
he doesn't really like eating fingers.
Nope.
No.
And then you get breads and live music entertainment from a local performer. Or B, this is a tough call. You can actually attend a Mozart and Strauss concert at Schönbrunn Palace of an evening in the town they were both born.
Oh, I would have to do that.
That is yeah, it is. Oh God, it's like, and it's a small concert. It's not like it's a full symphony. It's like 10 to 12 performers on the instruments, and it's just like, oh my gosh, it's so private and intimate in a palace, Maria.
Well, could you show up for the first part of B and then go to A?
Probably not.
Could you do halvesies?
I doubt it.
Could you go halvesies?
No, there's no halvesies, but no.
I don't know. That's a tough choice.
It is, and I'm straddling the line with it because I don't know. Cheese or Mozart.
Yeah, I would have to do Mozart.
I would probably go that route just because damn. Damn.
What? I would never have that experience again.
So, you've enjoyed your concert at the Schönbrunn Palace. Day 5, you're staying in Austria, but you're going to go to Melk, and you get the option of, after breakfast, you can take a 1-hour morning bike ride along the Danube, or you can take a guided tour of Dürnstein, which includes the famous ruins of the castle Berg. Oh God, you thought I copied and pasted, didn't read it. Bergruin. You get to go to the Burgermeister's castle in Dürnstein.
Yep.
It's the ruins, so apparently it's not that famous. I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's fallen down. It is in disrepair. Or the other option, again, this is a toe the line thing. You can go to a family-run apricot farm and visit a working apricot farm in a region that specializes in apricot. Why did I say apricot 3 fucking times in one sentence? And you can taste the products made there, which include wine. Then you get to go to a Benedictine abbey and have dinner back on the ship. I mean, you can either bike for an hour and look at some rocks or have wine. There's going to be cheese. I'm going to the wine.
Not apricot wine. I don't think there's going to be cheese.
I'll ask when I get there.
It's going to be
Day 6,
brie covered with
again.
apricot.
Oh, that would be good.
It's going to be brie covered with apricot.
That would be good.
Yep.
Day 6, you're still in Austria because I guess it's a long country, but you're going to Linz, and you get a day tour of Salzburg, and you get to see the Mirabell Gardens and other sites from the Sound of Music. Stop, Adam.
I've never seen it.
Me neither. I hear the hills are alive, though, and they have eyes. On the way to Salzburg...
I think Maria's giving us looks right now.
Everything I know about Sound of Music I learned from Deadpool.
Pretty much.
Jesus.
And that stupid meme with the guns.
Yep. On the way to Salzburg, because it's a drive apparently. Once you leave port, you get to visit the medieval city of Mondsee, or the medieval Mondsee Abbey located in Mondsee, and see the church that was featured in The Sound of Music, and have a delicious meal at a local restaurant. Or B, you can take a raft through the underground salt mines and zoom down a mineshaft slide, all while learning the rich history of Austria's white gold.
Salt.
I think
Plus,
I'd be doing that.
You get a delicious meal at a local restaurant. I think I'm going to the white gold.
I am definitely doing the salt.
Yep.
Because, thank you. It's an underground raft ride, man. I mean, come on. Day 7, welcome to Passau, Germany, where you start the day off with a walking tour and see St. Stephen's Cathedral, and then your afternoon activities are either A, you get to walk among the treetops in a canopy tour, visiting 41 interconnected towers on a sketchy-ass looking rope bridge. God. Not gonna lie. The Ewoks had better craftsmanship. Or B, you can go to the Aldersbacher Brewery tour and tasting in a monastery.
Yes.
And,
I wonder which one you're gonna pick.
Oh, definitely the sketchy rope tour. That sounds like a blast.
Yes, After either one of those, you'll go back to the ship. You'll receive a private Oktoberfest reception before you board for your dinner, and then you get a farewell cocktail party with the captain. And then day 8, you're in Wilshofen, Germany for breakfast and your ticket to get out of here. Now, everything I just went over, that is everything that's just the normal itinerary has, but since this is the adults exclusive trip for Oktoberfest, it has all of that, plus in Germany there is another Oktoberfest reception complete with oompa music and folk dancing, plus a shit ton of beer coming out of kegs. And then while you're on board the ship in Germany, there's going to be more beer tastings with local German beers, as well as a specific beer menu you get to see at dinner. In Austria, there's going to be a tour of the Hofbrau Kaltenhausen featuring their local beers and other cuisines. You get a walking gourmet tour of Krems to sample their beer, wines, brandy, and other liqueurs from Wachau Valley distilleries. In Slovenia, your time spent at the Schlosshof Palace will also include a chocolate tasting, a waltzing class, and a waltzing class in the Grand Ballroom, and end with beer tasting in the Paradise Garden. The redneck in me says, I want to drink beer in a fancy-ass garden at a palace.
The redneck in you.
Yeah,
that sounds very rednecky.
It does, doesn't it? Right after I just had some Kit Kats. And Budapest will offer several beer samplings and live music at the Lazar Equestrian Park during your lunch on someone else's goulash that they made. So, yeah, I mean, the adults, it is adult exclusive, so your group is only going to be grown-ups, and you're going to have all these extra tastings. Again, it's Oktoberfest, so everything is going to be beer, so it's going to be a little heavy, but I deep down feel like if you're an American, they're probably going to make fun of how little beer you can drink. Which is all the more reason to show them up. If they're pouring, I'm drinking. And that's $5,239. You know, you can crank this up and get one of them fancy ass rooms, and you can bump $8,000 for a big ass room on this boat.
All right. The only reason why I say the cruises are a better deal than a lot of this stuff is because when you go on a cruise, you have to pay for all your excursions separate. So this is kind of like booking a cruise and having all your excursions paid for.
Yeah. And I mean, it says it's all inclusive, but you know there is a cash bar and some other stuff on the ship that you deal with. However, you do have, like, during your meals, it includes a free alcoholic beverage. So, you know, and then when you go to these tastings, that's obviously all included as well. But hey, I'm going back to the home country. I'm from that region. Not me personally, but like someone way back. I think the original boat carrying the Wizenhunts came from
somewhere
that area.
over there.
So, sure. But Maria, you've been very patient, and you haven't interrupted anybody. So,
is that sarcasm?
How about you tell me your Danube Christmas cruise?
I know. Oh. So the running joke is that if Todd would let me leave up the Christmas tree year round, that I would do it.
You know, it's easy to do. You just don't take it down. Like,
but he's the one that takes it down and puts it up because I can't.
Living space.
Oh.
So he's
an ambitious old fuck, isn't he?
He's the one that puts the tree together because I can't reach the top. So even with a chair, like, it's bad.
You get 2 chairs.
Right.
Get a high chair?
No. I'm not the balancing act from the Italy pavilion, okay? Fuck that shit. Or no. France? What do they do?
It's France.
The European pavilion.
The European pavilion, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe if you get on his shoulders.
The whole point is that she won't help her.
No. So he puts it together and then he also takes it down and puts it away. So, but I love Christmas, and I've always wanted to do a river cruise to the Christmas markets. So that's what I'm doing. So, Mikey, yours and my itineraries overlap quite a bit, but mine starts backwards. So like I'm actually fucking going on this shit.
With me.
Yes.
Begin from.
Yeah. So the Christmas market cruise starts in Wilhelmshaven in Germany. You can fly into either Munich or, depending on the itinerary, Budapest. So some of the itineraries, the one that I'm looking at starts in Wilhelmshaven, but some of them start in Budapest as well. But so they go back and forth. It's the same price as the one that you wanted to take. So it's $5,239 around there. If you go, there's only 3 dates. And they're all over Christmas Day.
Oh.
Yeah. So one of them is from the 19th to the 26th, and then 2 of them are from the 20th to the 27th. So I'm assuming those 2 are going the opposite direct. Like one of them starts in Budapest, one of them starts in Wilhelmshaven, and they go opposite of each other. Like they're going.
So they're doing
ways.
2 different boats then, 2 different ships.
Yeah, so
They
the
have to.
2, so like you mentioned, Ama Waterways is who does the Disney, the ABD river cruises. So they have 2 boats that do the river cruise itineraries, which is the Ama Viola and the Amalia. Both of those ships only hold 159 passengers, or 158 passengers. So, like, the amount of people that you're going to be around is very small. And that's almost as enticing as the actual itinerary. Because, like, you get a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Intimate feel for the ship, the people around you, the crew that's on the ship, because there's not a whole lot of people that you're going to be around for those 8 days. So mine is 8 days. It's 20 meals. You can go to 19 different sites. And they give you, like yours, Mikey, they give you a lot of options. So you arrive in Wilhelmshaven the first day. You have the captain's welcome cocktail party. You have dinner on board. And then you also get a German-style Oktoberfest welcome reception, which seems like it's very similar to the stuff, the welcome receptions that you had on your itinerary. Our second day is in Passau, Germany. And you do a walking tour of Passau with marzipan making. So I don't like marzipan.
Neither do I.
But
I really don't. I'm like, oh.
Marzipan's kind of gross. But I mean, it would be fun to make. Like, whatever, it's fine. And you do that. You go and experience a whole lot of different things on that walking tour. Which the one that I would want to see is St. Stephen's Cathedral with its 17,000 pipe organ.
Oh, that's cool.
That would be really, really cool. You have lunch on board, and then you can either in the afternoon go to the Passau Christmas market, or you can go on the Alderbacher brewery tour and monastery visit. I would go to the Christmas market, because that's why I want this itinerary, because I've always wanted to visit the Christmas markets in Europe during this season. And then you come back to the boat, you have dinner on board. Day 3, you're in Linz, Austria. You have a day tour of Salzburg after breakfast. And then it's the same 2 options as yours, Mikey. You tour Mondsee, or you explore the salt mines. I would totally do the salt mines. I don't know what Todd would want to do, because Todd
I thought it was me and you.
Well,
No.
I mean,
It's 3
we
of
gotta
us.
take the spouses.
That's right. We don't.
There's no law. There's no rule.
Yeah.
He's busy taking down the tree.
Yeah.
He can't make the trip.
So the difficult thing is that I am actually named after The Sound of Music. So if you ask my mom, let me explain something to you. We are very Catholic. Well, I was raised very Catholic. I guess I'm not anymore. But my mother is very Catholic, so when you have a child and you're Catholic, you name them after a saint. In actuality, my mom named me after Maria of The Sound of Music. But if you ask her, she's going to tell you that I'm named after the Blessed Virgin. And we know that I am neither blessed nor a virgin, so I'm going to go with The Sound of Music. But that's it's one of my favorite movies. So I would kind of want to see the Abbey, and I'd want to see the church, but really I want to zoom down a mineshaft slide.
Hell yeah.
And talk
It's
about
a
white
salt
gold.
mine, man. It's a salt
Yeah.
mine shaft slide.
Yeah.
Don't go in there with any open wounds, though. It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna
Yeah,
burn.
right? It would sting. And then after that, after we get salty, I'm going to the Salzburg Christmas Market, which is one of the most famous Christmas markets in Europe. So definitely want to see that. And then we have dinner on board. And then, we have Sound of Music karaoke that night.
Oh.
Which I am down to sing Climb Every Mountain. Climb every mountain. Yep. I'm doing it in full bravado voice. I think that's what you call it. Anyway, don't shake
I
your head.
believe that, at least on my itinerary going to Salzburg, when you're riding in the bus or whatever transit you take there, they will also be playing The Sound of Music in the bus.
See, this sounds
sure
like I
that
have to
that
do
will be
homework
happening.
because I'll actually have to watch the movie.
Nope, they will show it to you.
No, the movie is very good. If you haven't seen it, you should see it.
Did it win any awards?
Yes.
Yes.
But that was old people awards.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, they just got color.
They didn't.
Oh my God.
They didn't win them as geriatric patients. They. I mean,
Nope. Can't even. Yep.
fuck.
You
I'm
win.
just moving on. Okay, day 4.
Good idea.
We're in Milk. We're going to the Benedictine Abbey. We're doing some cultural activities, like making marmalade and wine tasting, and we're gonna get a fisherman demonstration and a traditional Austrian dance lesson. And then we're gonna have lunch, and then we're touring Dernstein.
Are you trying to say my last
Dunkelmeyer.
name?
What's the villain's name on Phineas and Ferb?
Du
Doofenshmirtz.
hast mich.
Doofenshmirtz.
Wow, you knew that right.
That's
off the
not.
bat.
That's not
Literally,
what he said.
it was in our chat like 3 hours ago.
I don't
Maria.
pay attention. I guess I'm a horrible
Well, I
person.
guess
You know, she doesn't listen to the
glad you
show. She doesn't pay attention. Good pick,
No.
guys.
I do listen to the show because I get made fun of. That I listen while I'm on it.
It's like being in a band and wearing your own shirt.
Or listening to your own music. Listen, if you can't be your own cheerleader, who's gonna? Right?
Sure.
Sure.
Todd.
No.
No.
No. And then after we tour that thing, that place,
Doofenshmirtz.
we come back to the ship. We have holiday cookie decorating and some other Christmas activities, and then we have dinner. And then day 5 is Vienna. I think that Vienna is probably one of the cities in Europe that I want to see the most.
Yeah, Vienna does look pretty.
It looks so beautiful, and I have a friend who he spent a semester when we were in high school. He did an exchange program, and he spent half of our junior year in Vienna, Austria, living with a host family. And just everything that he's ever said about it, it's so, like, I want to be there and I want to experience all of it. And I feel like this would be the only way that I would ever get to Vienna, because it's not like otherwise some place that I feel like I would visit. So day 5 is Vienna. We do a tour of the city. We visit the Schönbrunn Palace, just like was on yours, Mikey. That private marionette show that's going to give me fucking nightmares, and strudel making. No, seriously, marionettes are fucking creepy.
So you didn't like Toy Story 4?
I hated Toy Story 4.
I fucking hated Toy Story 4.
I get they're ventriloquist dummies, but it's kind of the same thing.
It was just a bad
Toy Story
movie.
4 is a blight on the Toy Story legacy. It's horrible.
Okay, carry on, Maria.
Okay.
You're sidetracking me.
Sorry. You sidetracked me.
You said it.
Yeah, don't
No, I
bring
didn't.
shit up if you don't want me to comment on it, Mikey. Afternoon on your own in Vienna, dinner on board the ship, and then you can either do the traditional wine house in the evening or do the Mozart and Strauss concert at the palace.
You're gonna have wine, aren't you, you little shit?
Probably.
You know what? I hope they also give you some of their famous little wieners.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Just let it go.
Yep. Day 6, we're still in Vienna. We're gonna ice skate in the morning. And
You're gonna get
then the afternoon you can stay on the ship or you can go explore the city. I would probably leave the ship and go explore the city. And then dinner and a holiday party on the ship that night.
Nice.
And then day 7 is Budapest. You can do the Central Market. You can do the Equestrian Park. Take a tour of the city. Or the option that I would probably go with is the walking food tour. Because I'm a fat kid. So the walking food tour and then lunch either on board the ship or on your own. I would probably do on my own because I feel like we've eaten on the ship quite a lot. So I would want to probably explore the Christmas market in the afternoon. And then you have your own time where you can check out the Hungarian Parliament building and the Jewish Quarter and all of the different locations in the city, which is, I would definitely go do that. And then the captain's farewell dinner that night and an illuminations cruise of the city.
Illuminations?
I know, right?
Shit.
Yeah, they
That's
brought
why
the
she
globe.
picked this.
What you don't know is they didn't actually get rid of the show. They just brought the globe to the Danube.
Oh, okay.
And they do it in the middle. And all of the Hungarians are like, what the fuck are they talking about? This one world bullshit. All I see is an American, the American country in the middle of this fucking globe, and like, I don't know. No, the city lights up when night falls, and so you would stand on top of the sun deck of the ship and you watch the city light up. And then the next
Chill
day,
in the hot tub.
yeah. And then day 8, they kick you the fuck out. They're like, okay, it's time for you to go home.
It's a 7-day visa, man. On day 8, you're gone.
Yep.
Sorry.
So, but I would actually probably do an add-on. They do an add-on for Budapest or Budapest, whichever you prefer to use. Either pronunciation is acceptable. So the Budapest is since we're just spending a whole shit ton of money anyway. This one is $1,800, which
not bad.
for 3
But
days
it's just the
and
add-on.
4 meals. This is the add-on. So I would definitely do the add-on because when am I coming back to all of this again? You could do a walking tour that first day. You do a welcome dinner at one of the cafes in town. And then the second day, you go to a couple of castles, a church. You ride one of the railways, and then in that evening, you go to one of the basilicas. You go to Heroes Square. and you go to the Danube Bank and walk down the Danube Bank, and they talk to you about the militiamen and during Budapest in World War II, which I think would be really interesting. But then you get to go to the Hungarian State Opera House, and you get a performance, which I think would be really cool.
Of The Sound of Music?
No.
Is it that chick from Fifth Element?
Negative, Batman. But that would be really cool. And then you have dinner on your own. I like opera music because I would never be able to do it, so I find it fascinating. But, it's not everybody's cup of tea.
I would never be able to walk on a trapeze wire, but I don't go looking for it.
Well, I'm not looking for opera singers, but if they're going to take me there, I'm going to go look at it and watch it. And then day 3 is time on your own for a little bit, and then they take you to one of the Budapest bathhouses, which I think would be very interesting. And then also some of the local pubs. And then after they get you good and liquored up, they're like, all right, bye. You can go now. And that's it.
Well, you've been bathed.
Yes.
You've been bathed.
You've been
and
washed. You're clean.
bathed and beard. So I think actually you can do this before or after your trip, depending on if you start in Budapest or you end in Budapest. So it just depends on which itinerary you follow for the Christmas cruise. So that is definitely a bucket list item for me.
That's a deep bucket.
Yeah, well,
Not as deep as Adam's bucket.
yeah, seriously.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, and when I looked at this, I chose trips that I know are dream trips. Honestly, there are a few trips that we've been kind of playing with the idea of going on through Adventures by Disney. And the one that we're truly looking at is the Disneyland Resort one.
Yeah,
It's expensive.
I would do that as well.
And, I mean, but it's 6 days, and it's stuff that you would never get to do, stuff that's not necessarily open to the public.
Right.
As a Disney fan, as a Muppets fan,
Yeah.
I just pulled it up just for shits and giggles. It's about a little bit like $3,700 a person. So it's expensive, but it's more reasonable for what you get. And,
Right.
I mean, you have things like the Jim Henson, you get a VIP visit to the Jim Henson Company lot, which is, I don't think it's open to the public.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And, of course, you get to go to the Walt Disney Studios and the archives.
But do you get to thumb through them?
I don't care. Just being there would be... And you get a tour of Imagineering?
From what I understand, they pull some things out that they don't
Yeah.
take out for regular people. I don't think that regular people can just go in and visit the archives.
Exactly.
Although I'm not quite sure. But they show you some pretty fucking awesome stuff from what I have heard.
And then you get to stay at the Grand Californian for a couple days? With VIP access to the parks? Fuck yes. It's something that we constantly play with this one. This is the one that's like, this one's... It's the flight's not as expensive as going overseas. It's California. It just... There's a chance of this one. There's also a chance of the Alaska one because it's not extremely expensive, and I loved going on the cruise to Alaska. So to actually spend more time on the ground and doing some of that stuff is interesting to me. So those are my two, maybe I can actually make this one work kind of situations if I get a new credit card. With no interest.
Those are hard to come by.
Yeah, I know. I can keep on
I
looking.
think they call that just free money.
Well, no, I mean, you pay them back. It's just like they have that time frame where you don't have to pay interest on it.
Hey, I can cover this in 90 days.
No,
Let's
it's
go.
usually about a year or two. Well, you said you had a few that you were on your just missed list.
Okay, my hard number 2, like my solid number 2 that I actually thought about and considered and then, went back and forth on would have been 10 days with 25 meals and in Egypt.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's hot.
Well,
It's like Africa hot.
So is everywhere else.
It is Africa hot. Yes, it
It's
is.
Animal Kingdom hot?
No, it's Africa hot.
No, Africa's not as hot as Animal Kingdom. I don't think.
Now, looking through this, everything just looks beautiful because it's not all sand, okay? There'd be shit here for Anakin to do, and he wouldn't complain about it. So some of the highlights, because I've got like a super condensed on this, is you get to go and see the Valley of the Kings, and you get to go see King Tut's tomb.
I thought they closed that, though.
Not for ABD.
No, I mean, I thought they closed it to tourists in general, with everything that's going on.
Well, with everything that's going on, a lot of this stuff
No.
probably
I mean,
really
like,
happening.
before, like, the other things that were going on in that area of the world.
Yeah, there is a whole thing about the Pharaoh Tutankhamun that you get to go deal with. You get to go to Giza and see the pyramids. Obviously, you're in Egypt. But what I think is really cool is you can also you don't just go see the Sphinx. You get VIP access, which gives you a private, uncrowded opportunity to see this, and that's usually only available to visiting dignitaries that are traveling through Egypt. So you get like some serious, damn, that's a big old thing. Where's the nose? Like up close and personal with the Sphinx.
Right, trying to pick it.
Yeah.
Well, there's no
You get to
nose to
float the-
pick, so he's gonna
There
be
is
there for a
none.
while.
Well, when you have a claw for a hand, a paw,
Maybe that's what
the
happened.
reason-
You just went swipe.
exactly. You get to float the Nile aboard the MS Tulip for a couple days, and you also get, this is really cool, you get an after-hours private tour of Luxor Temple at night.
That's
Isn't
pretty
And,
that what usually after hours mean?
Well, if hours are until 3, then, it's relative. And then you get lots of, time spent with archaeologists and Egyptologists and all the ologists. I think it would be very informative. I know it would be beautiful and awe-inspiring, but it just came in a close second. It's 10 days, and I touched on 3. There's a whole lot. You're in Cairo. You're on more than just the Nile River. You're on other and it's a whole lot of traveling. You're all over the place. But it's just, I thought, man, that would be one of those trips you go on and you see all of these things you've only ever seen in National Geographic or on TV and stuff like that. That it would be very difficult to go to and see. But it is starting out at $9,599 per
Still
head.
cheaper than my Japan trip.
Is that it?
That's all.
Okay.
That's all. That was that one, and then my my honorable mention that I thought about for a hot minute is the Ecuador, Amazon, and Galapagos Islands tour. It's I say I only have 3 days on here, but it's 11 days total, and you get to spend 3 days on an honest to God jungle cruise. Well, it's a luxury jungle boat.
I was just gonna say it's.
Right.
It's called the Anaconda, spelled with a K. And
My
if you look,
anaconda don't want none of
Unless you got fun, honey.
Sorry. My bad.
it's if you look at the shape of the boat, it looks like a regular jungle cruise boat, but just massive and 3 stories tall. But it is luxury, it is all decked out in like beautiful hardwoods. It has top level has got a lounge area. It has a bar. It has an amazing kitchen built into it. It's got, or I say kitchen, a dining area, and jacuzzis and saunas. I mean, it looks really, really, really cool. But you're only on that for 3 days. The rest of the time, you're on like small powered wooden canoes, and you hike through the rainforest during the day. You get to go on nighttime hikes to see the animals you didn't see during the day. You get to go through the shallow waters looking for wildlife, and you have a section where you get to walk through the canopy of the jungle on some more sketchy ass rope bridges. But
why is everything you choose have a sketchy ass rope bridge?
Well, that's big. It's in the name, Adam. Rope bridge.
Where's the sketchy ass part?
They don't make them not sketchy. But you get to wind out your trip visiting the Galapagos Islands. You get to snorkel. You get to hang out with the tortoises. You get to see the sea lions. That one I think would also be a lot of fun, but I still think it would be it would be hot. That's kind of why I went toward the Oktoberfest thing, because as a ginger and fair-skinned that I am, cooler weather, and I would fit in better there.
The only domestic one that I would want to do is the Disneyland and Southern California. I would do that.
Well, I looked at the winter in Yellowstone. I looked at that one, but aside from that, I thought, well, I could probably go see that. I won't. It's a long drive.
That's true. But you could do it if you want. Like, that's totally attainable.
Say it. No, you were going to say wanted to. You were going to say if you wanted to, you could do it. Like, just my desire is all that's holding me back.
Well, I mean, never mind.
If you can dream it, you can build it.
If you can see it, then you
I ain't
can
putting that in.
do it. I believe I can fly. Okay. Woo! I want to piss
That's a
on
Warner
you.
Brothers joint.
I hate that movie.
Yeah.
That's a great movie, Adam.
No,
No,
it
it's
is
really
a
not.
terrible movie.
It is a fantastic film.
No.
How can you get better than Bill Murray?
Dude, I saw it once, and once was more than enough. I couldn't tell you who the movie was, who was in it, what it was about, didn't give a fuck.
Michael Jordan.
That was
Again,
when Bill Murray's
fucks
career needed
given.
a whole lot of help.
Yep. No fucks given about that movie. At least for me.
Man,
All right.
y'all just don't know.
My honorable mention is actually somewhere that I have been before,
That's cheating.
but I want to go back because I was there as a senior in high school, and I don't feel like I appreciated it when I was there because I know how much it cost my parents to send me. But I feel like I don't remember a whole lot of the trip because it was, 20 some odd years ago. So my honorable mention is Spain. What I do remember of the trip, I remember I loved. So I really want to go back and see everything again. It's an 8-day trip. It's actually just as much as the river cruise. It's actually a little bit more. It's $5,400. But for 8 days in Spain, I feel like that's not horrible. I'm trying to convince myself here.
It's not good.
No, I know, but I feel like for what you would get, like going to the Picasso Museum, you spend 2 days in Barcelona.
I mean, there are cheaper tours, too.
Right. You get a guided tour of La Sagrada Familia, which is the church that is never finished. It's fucking beautiful. I do remember going there, but we didn't get to go inside. We only got to stand outside. So the fact that I could go inside and tour it is something that I would really love to do. And then you go to Madrid, you go to Segovia, you go to Cordoba and Seville, and...
Do you see the barber?
I don't think so.
You like opera and you're not going to go see the barber of Seville?
I don't think that that's an option.
Yeah, I think she's kind of right. I don't really think there is a barber of Seville.
I mean, I'm
Pretty
sure there
sure
is a barber of Seville, but
not the barber
not
of
the
Seville.
barber of Seville.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking Figaro, man.
Figaro,
Oh, jeez.
Figaro.
Back to Warner Brothers.
No.
So Spain would be my honorable mention, and if I had to choose another one, I think it would be Ireland.
Yeah, Ireland is pretty awesome,
I would
too.
really love to see Ireland. Cheaper.
I had a hard...
It's cheaper than everything else. $4,800.
Oh, well,
yeah.
it's the potato market's pretty good.
Yeah, they've recovered nicely from that.
I had a hard time not leaning toward Australia or New Zealand.
Yeah, same here.
Well, I feel like if we go to New Zealand, we just get Ebony Hines to take us around. We don't.
Well, that's the other thing.
We don't need ABD. We've got a sheeter in New Zealand that she can house all of us. I don't know if she can or not, but I'm just offering up her place as a crash pad.
Worst case scenario, she puts us out back in a hole in the ground.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what? It's Peter Jackson. How you doing?
Oh, jeez.
Do you think she has a Hobbit village in her backyard?
I don't have any idea what she has. I don't even know if she has a yard.
Yeah.
I know she has excellent handwriting. That's everything I know about Ebony Hines. And good taste in chocolate.
And she lives in New
Because she
Zealand.
sent me some. That's where the chocolate's
You
from.
know quite a bit about her.
Well, I don't like to let on that I...
What? You have to cut that.
There's nothing to cut. There's nothing. I will. I'll cut. I'll
You
cut all
cannot
of it.
sit there and say, and then sigh after we say, oh, what do you know about her? You can't do that.
The joke is, literally everything I just said is what I know about her.
Yeah, but you... no, you can't leave that in.
I'm just thinking longingly of the chocolates that she sent me.
Yeah,
that I
that's
didn't
not the way that turned out.
At least I didn't queef.
I didn't either. I just made the sound.
If you had the parts to do that, I you might have.
I mean,
Is that better?
no, that's a bad deal.
Oh, God. All right, children, let's wrap this up. It's getting late. I got work
All right.
tomorrow.
Well, I don't really have anything to wrap it up with. I didn't do a closing on my notes. We've only touched on literally a handful of what Adventures by Disney actually offers on the website. I encourage you, if you're a Disney fan, go check out the website. Listen, there's nothing wrong with pricing out shit you can't do.
It's
Because
daydreaming.
it's daydreaming, and when you can't be in the parks, we know we all price out Disney vacations and try to plan them. Do something different. You've done that 100 times. Try looking to see what Adventures by Disney is offering that you might be interested in. It may, I promise you, it won't be anything the three of us picked or anything Adam picked 10 times.
Shut up.
It could be something else completely. Maybe you're from nowhere, Utah, and you want to go to Boston. Well, they've got something for you. Just check it out. I don't know the website right now, but the computer will put it in there. Computer voice, put in adventuresbydisney.com or whatever it's called.
That's it.
Oh, well, then there you go. I did know it anyway. Haha. It was subliminal. But I'm glad we did this because I have never gone any deeper on Adventures by Disney than knowing they had some shit going on in Hawaii. And that is literally everything I knew about Adventures by Disney before we started doing this show. tonight. The three of us. And I'm happy they offer adult options if you're not traveling with children. Maria, I'm with you. I wouldn't take my kids.
No, they're too. Mine are too young.
Mine wouldn't appreciate it. They'd be on their phone when they don't have any fucking service in the middle of the river or something. I don't know. So I'm glad to be back. Thank you guys for giving me a weekend off. I appreciate that. Closing remarks. I hesitate to go to Maria because...
Why?
Yeah.
She gets a little long-winded. That used to be me on closings, but no, you did a great job last week because you hit all the buttons. Maria, do you have anybody in the friend queue waiting to join the group?
We do have a couple people in the friend queue, but they aren't getting in because they haven't answered the questions. So if you're inviting people to the group, which we love to see, make sure you tell them to answer the questions, and one of us or one of our admins will let them in. Otherwise, you get the axe. Tonight was a fun topic. I've wanted to do the Christmas market river cruise for a really long time, even before ABD came out with their own itinerary. So when they started doing river cruises a couple years ago, I'm all over this. So I guess I have to start saving my nickels and pennies now if I want to be able to do a river cruise by the time I'm 85.
Oh, Maria, there are no nickels and pennies anymore.
Oh yeah, that's right. We have a coin shortage. I forgot.
Well, the other problem is right now I'm picturing Maria with the big piece of jewelry that she's going to throw overboard at 85 years old.
Listen. If I have one of those fucking necklaces, I'm going way before 85. I can tell you that much. I'm not waiting until I've got 1 foot in the grave to throw a fucking necklace overboard. No way. But yeah, this was a fun topic. I like this stuff. It's very. This is a black hole of clicking.
Yes.
It does consume you.
Mm-hmm.
And I only looked at 4. I know there are others out there that I was like, this one's got beer. But it's also 4 countries, so I'm looking at bang for your buck on mine. I thought, hey, you know what? I can go to all 4. I can get 4 countries, several cities, see that lovely architecture, and to be honest, virtually every city that you get to see from the Danube of an evening lit up is spectacular. So that's my closing remarks. If anybody gets a chance to go down the Danube, do it, because allegedly it looks good. I've never been.
We play around with this every once in a while, Tim and I, but we'll just get down like a click hole on YouTube and we'll watch a whole bunch of Vacation by Disney videos and check out the difference in cruises and different prices for some of the adventures. Then we look at the price and we laugh, and isn't it nice to dream? So one day eventually we will do one of them. The question is like when or which one we end up doing. There's a good chance that hopefully within the next couple of years, once things get back to the semi-normal, that we will do the California one, because I really, really want to do that. And they have adult-only excursions, and it just seems like it's the perfect fit of Disney, and we get to do the parks, so.
Best of both worlds on that. And there's, dozens of different parks and Adventure by Disney experiences that they offer, so... I want to thank everyone for listening and adulting around the globe with us through Disney tonight. And remember, this is not goodbye, it's a see you real soon. So good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
And thank you!
Marching along, we're adventures. Singing the song, we're adventures. Up or down, north, south, east or west, and adventures, life is the best. Marching along, we're adventures. Singing the song of adventures. Up or down, north, south, east or west, and adventures, life is the best. Marching along we're adventurers, singing the song of adventures. Up or down, north, south, east or west, and adventures life is the best. And adventures life is the best. Congaloosh. I hope he fucking got that. I ain't doing that shit again.